Walking away. You have to have the ability to walk away from any situation, whether it might be a relationship, a friendship, or just people in general. Let's say you're at a talking stage with a girl, and you can tell there's a whole bunch of red flags. She doesn't respect you. She brings up a whole bunch of nonsense when you're speaking with her, trying to start arguments, just red flags in general. You have to be able to walk away from that. It may be hard. You're so used to talking to this person that once you walk away and you distance yourself, you're gonna kind of yearn for them a little bit. You're texting her, you're calling her, FaceTime. You have to be a man and think, if I keep with this relationship, then you have no self-respect. You have no standards. It's gonna make you weak. Same goes with a friendship. If a friendship is you guys only talk about dumb shit, what's the whole point of that friendship? You guys aren't trying to better yourselves, to push hard to get to the goals that you guys want to get to. Like, what's the whole point of just sending dumb Instagram reels to each other? It's pointless. I went to a middle school and high school that I knew everyone. People knew me. I had some friends. My sophomore year, I switched to a completely new high school where I knew nobody. I had to start from the bottom. Throughout my junior and senior year, I would still talk to some people from that other high school. Then I had to walk away from some of these people. I decided that none of these friendships that I have currently are benefiting me in any way. There's no benefit of having this guy as my friend. I just had to walk away from them. You get pleasure out of talking to these people and sending TikToks to these people, right? It's all pleasure. It's like the little dopamine hit. You have to cut it right there. You have to cut it off right there, because you know in your mind that this friendship doesn't bring you anything. There was some people that I kept in contact with because they were winners. They wanted to do more things in life. I have this friend who I did this whole door-to-door sales business model with. We went out, knocked doors for a couple months for the summer, made $6K in a single month. We both had our minds set to win, to go and do something. I just sit around sending TikToks to each other, talking about girls, talking about bullshit. We were getting up early in the mornings at 8 a.m., 6 a.m., and we would head out the door. We'll meet up, get the truck ready, get all the equipment ready, get all the tools ready, and go out and knock some doors or do some of the jobs that we already booked up for that week. When you have two people set on something, you can't lose. You can't lose. You have two people set on a certain goal. You can't lose. It took a lot of work. We were so consistent with it. We had no days off, even if we had work. We both had normal jobs. We had to work around it. But bro, we were making $500 in a single day, even up to $600. Getting checks, e-transfers. That's what happens when you're with winners. Now let's say if I was with a loser, some nerd, dweeb, that all would have never happened if I just had loser friends who weren't motivated, weren't disciplined, didn't have big goals, didn't think outside the box. Your environment is super important and very important. Yeah, if you're stuck with a whole bunch of gaming nerds and they're talking about video games the whole entire day, you're stuck in a room with them. You're just gonna end up like them. You're gonna know about that certain video game, the certain aspects of the game, because you're hanging around with a whole bunch of nerds. Now, if you surround yourself with winners and all they talk about is conquering this business, how can I do this, you're gonna end up like them as well. You're gonna end up winning. It goes both ways. If you hang around losers, you're gonna be the other loser. If you hang around with winners, you're gonna be the other winner. Very simple, pretty straightforward. In the beginning of the video, I was saying you have to be able to walk away from certain people. You have to be able to walk away from the losers. You're gonna have to be able to walk away from that girl. You have to make sacrifices.